The Conjuring Last Rites, the final film in the ongoing, long-running Conjuring series. You get your Conjuring films, you get your spin-offs, you get your Nuns, you get your Annabelles, you got probably other stuff. I saw the first two Conjuring films in the theater. I did not like either. I thought they were just kind of hack, kind of fluff, kind of everything we've seen a million times before. So I kind of tapped out after two. I may have seen one of the Annabelle films, which I didn't think was that great either. And so why did you go see the new Conjuring Last Rites, you fool? I needed to kill about 2 hours plus. So I did. And I mean, I went in, excuse me, I get choked up when I talk about the Conjuring films. I went in, I don't like to go to a movies like hoping I'm not going to like it, thinking I'm not going to like it. I always go in, even if it's a franchise I don't like, I'm like, maybe this one will work for me. And that has happened with some franchises far into them. There'll be one that finally clicks for me. In short, for me, Conjuring Last Rites, garbage. I did not like this film at all. This was tedious. This was very long. It does bring back your two leads. You've got Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson back as the Warrens, often hailed as pioneers in the paranormal investigation field, also hailed as crackpot bunk artists. It tells the tale of their final case, the case that made them say no more. This is a case based on a true story, and I'm very excited to read about what the actual facts in this case were that took place somewhere in Pennsylvania. This is set in 1986, but in the end credits of this film, you see all these flashes of actual Warren footage and Warren documents, and everything about this case says 1974. Basic story is it's twofold. We opened the film in 1964 with the young Warrens on their first case, and they come up against this demonic mirror, apparently, and also that ties in with Mrs. Warren having a baby with some complications. So we flash forward to 1986. That baby is now a young woman, and this case shows up in Pittsburgh that kind of pulls them out of soft retirement, involving, I'm not going to give much more than this away, the same demonic mirror. This is just ridiculous. Now, it's silly. Also, by the way, it's probably just me, but my ear is finally attuned to fake American accents. I love British TV and film and music and actors and all that, but it rubs me the wrong way when I can sense that it is a British actor playing American and the accent isn't quite right. And this film was shot entirely in England, and just about everybody except Ed and Elaine Warren have that almost but not quite American accent, and it just yanks me out of the movie, because now I'm thinking about, oh, they shot this in England. So this street, is this in America? Is this actually in Pennsylvania, or is this in England too? Like, I don't think about the movie anymore. Again, that's one of my own quirks. So this film is lousy with faux Americans and faux American accents, and this film is like, it's like this thing that kids do where they take all the various types of soda that you could dispense at the self-service soda thing, and they mix it all together. They call it a graveyard or a suicide or something like that. This movie is like that. It gives you a sense of a lot of flavors you've tasted before, but as a whole, it's not good for you, and it just doesn't taste very good. This is a film that just has all of the modern horror tropes. It's the loud noise. It's the person walking herky-jerky. It's the light that's flickering in and out. It's the somebody who smiles with a smile that's way too big. All of the horror characters or apparitions in this just look stupid. They just look like some kind of the thing you'd buy at Spirit Halloween to stick in your yard if you wanted to be the kind of edgy neighbor. And they look like the Joker. They look like the Joker without makeup. I don't know. It was dumb. It was tedious. It was repetitive. It didn't do anything for me. It was poorly shot, like most modern horror is, where everything is way too close and way too shaky, and it all just felt phony. Now, having lived through 1986, I may have a more finely attuned eye than somebody much younger watching this, but it just felt like a lot of people play acting. The leads are good and strong, but I just don't buy the Warren thing. I don't buy the world of these movies, and I didn't buy it. Technically, I did, because I paid to get in. But anyway, if you're a fan of these films, you may like this. It does bring back characters and references from the earlier films as sort of a tying this series up with a bow thing. But I had a really strong whiff that if this film is successful enough, or if the characters test well, there may be an attempt to spin something else off. Maybe it'll be a film series, maybe it'll be a TV series, I don't know what, with the daughter and her husband of the Warrens, because just because. So your mileage may vary. Let me know what you think, but I thought The Conjuring Last Rites was garbage.